All opinions are those of the participants making them and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. DFG's Corner is for information, observations, and entertainment. I ask that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you don't hear me, you're going to feel me. You feel me?
And the funny thing is, I think whoever this is complaining about the date, those are the righteous white people who probably are like, oh my God, we didn't know he was going to do all this. So they're like, what is she doing? Just living her vice president, her no non-candidate person life. Like they're looking for a savior now.
Yeah.
So they're all in the uproar, but it's because and some of them are the same ones that voted him. So they're in the find out stage and they're just in utter disbelief. Like, what? We need someone to help us. Like, where are you guys? So I I just feel like, and then it's been such a whirlwind. It's like literally, has it been a month yet? And 5, 6 planes falling out of the sky. Any other president that's happening. You fired the FAA, put some guy in charge that was a former real world contestant. You have all the safety people home on furlough, and you wonder why planes are dropping like flies. And then every minute you try to distract with another chaotic move after another. So it's just so much going on that it's almost like we're all trying to process it, but it's also we're just sitting back and be like, because that's what I keep thinking. All of us who are kind of pushing for the world to do the right thing, we're gonna make I'm worried about the people that I feel like it's a lot of those white folks who aren't used to suffering. They're not used to struggle. So they're the ones that's going to be jumping off bridges and killing themselves and doing all types of stuff where we're just going to be like, okay, another day in the life. Let's see how we can figure this out. And we're going to figure out a way to make $1 out of 15 cents. So we will survive it, but it's a lot.
I agree. That's definitely well put. Um, Apple, you gave us this subject. Tell me, what do you think of how Black women are vocal but not aggressive? Because that's been one of the things to denigrate Black women, saying whenever y'all raise your voice, y'all aggressive. Say y'all loud, y'all ratchet, y'all ghetto, but
I think a lot of times people mistaken our passion for aggressiveness because we are most of the time we are not afraid to speak up for what's right and fight for what's right. But people look at that and deem it aggressive or ratchet or ghetto because maybe some people don't have the words to articulate what they're feeling, and they may raise their voice. They may speak, you know, in a manner that is not the norm. But the message is always the same. We care, so we're gonna fight for what's right. Nine
I
times out
I,
of ten.
I agree, and
I
that
had I want to tell a little story. I'm not really big on speaking, but um one time I was in the city and it was a young girl. She had to be maybe a teenager and she was lost, a young white girl. And out of everybody, if you ever been to New York City, anybody here, it's always packed midtown. It's a billion people rushing, rushing, rushing. And out of everyone, she stopped me and she asked for my help. And of course, I gave it to her because that's the type of person I am. But she said, I'm going to be honest, I stopped you because my mom always told me if I get lost or if I need help, go to a Black woman and she'll be the one to help you 9 times out of 10. And that stuck with me because why is it that everybody always comes to us for help?
because of the mammy. Um,
I think so too.
it's a stereotype that black men are dangerous and deadly. What black women are over sexual and mammies because they don't see us. They don't see us. We're either the brute, the rapist, the Jezebel, the step and fetch it, or
pimps and hoes and all that other good stuff. Um, but we're also the ones that they think that white people that they'll defend white people and at the cost of their own lives. Well, it's 2025. That ain't working no more. That ain't working no more because you know now you gotta go out in the sun on yourself. We ain't going out in the sun no more. Y'all getting rid of all of the brown people who've been picking your fruits and your vegetables. So y'all ain't going out there. Them sun dodgers ain't going out there. Cause that's so we have natural protection. They kind of don't. That's why they invented sunscreen. Uh, definitely, chocolate pearl. Um, what are your thoughts on what the way ahead? You know how they're okay with MT6B, but they always call Representative Crockett ghetto and hood, even though she's more educated than
I
90% of the
love me
people in
some
there.
Jasmine. Lord Jesus, I love that girl. I love her because she speaks her mind and she speaks the truth, and she always have her what they call it, uh, receipts.
Yeah,
She always has her receipts, and she breaks it down. But she thinks before she speaks. I don't know if y'all ever noticed that, but she thinks before she speaks, and I love the way she talks and the way she sticks up for her people. And it's not just the black people; it's her people. Period. She's there for people who need that support, needs someone by them on their side, and she is one of those persons. And she don't take no mess. She don't care who you are. She don't take no mess from nobody. But they do think they trying to turn her into a mad black woman, but she's not mad. She just has to emphasize. No, not emphasize. She has to. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Apple.
I don't know, but she is mad and she deserves to be mad. We all should be a little mad.
yeah,
But she's not. She's mad person, but not a mad black woman type
right,
mad. You know what I mean?
right.
And it's
She
a
could be
difference.
right. She could be
Very passionate, very
Right.
passionate.
She's very passionate. It's a whole difference in her saying that she's mad. She's mad at what just happened with all this that transpired. She's mad and then she still has to fight for us. But she's not a mad black woman stereotype.
right,
She's just a person that's going to stand by your side. She's
That's
like we
true.
talked about earlier, that mother that's going to protect her children.
right.
My
That's a
my question, and
passion.
this is why I brought up the subject, why is it always our job
Yes,
to do
it's
that?
right.
Why do
Why
we always have to put on the cape and save the world? When is it going to
somebody
be a
else?
time where we could sit back and the world save itself? Why do we always have to be the face of the protest? Why do we always have to be the backbone or the legs that make people stand up for what's right? Why is it always us? They always look to us to do it.
Well,
When is somebody going to save us?
right, but that's the thing is that we can't expect anybody to save us. We can't. We don't have allies. We have interests. Um, the issue is that we're the only ones capable of shouldering the load. We've been doing it for over 500 years, through thick, thin, up, down, and wherever. We basically been the soul of the country, and people get upset because we're not where we as a black as black um foundational blacks in America. um we realize that no matter how much, like Big Al said, no matter how much we take signs out, they shoot at us, they do this, they do that. So we want other people, if y'all serious about making a change, do what you said you were going to do and do something. Don't talk about it, be about it. Be about your business. We already know that train, when it comes to us, that train is never late. Anti-black. It ain't, that train ain't never late. But now that y'all feeling some of that, So now that y'all getting some of that black non-love, you're upset that we ain't jumping in front of no bullets and we ain't taking no L's like that. We say, look, we're just preparing for the bounce back. Because no matter how far we get, they always trying to bounce back and put us back even further. That's why all this. That's why DEI and woke became pejorative as opposed to transformative. It if you want to, and this is history. This is not me just pulling stuff out of my behind, or as in the army they say fourth point of contact. If you want to get rid of something, you want to turn the people against something, put a black face on it. Welfare originally wasn't for black people. When black people was able to start getting it, it became a bad thing. Free college, reduced college, public education. When black people started using it more, they took it away. Affirmative action should have never been needed, but it was necessary. It was a necessary evil, but they got rid of it by attaching it to black people, even though black people didn't always benefit from that. SNAP and all those other welfare programs, government assisted. It was okay when we weren't getting it, but now that we became more eligible, they denigrated it. They call it a handout. Social Security they trying to cut. We all paid into it, so it's not an entitlement. It's a benefit for us. You put money in, you're supposed to get money back out. That's why it was invented, but we weren't initially eligible to get Social Security because of the jobs we worked. They were very, very meticulous in delineating things that majority black people did. They couldn't be eligible. They could pay into the system, but they wasn't getting anything back. Yeah. I could talk all day. I could talk all day about this.
Well, Dabs wanted to say something. I had my hand raised, but I don't
I'm
think
sorry, I couldn't see it. Go ahead, Dabs.
Well, yeah, I actually wanted the question about or I guess clarification of the question on hand is, I think originally she asked if the women were the ones that are. Is that what I'm understanding? Is black women is the one that are taking care of what's happening or trying to fix what's going on? Is that the question?
Yes, yes.
But they kind of turn it into just as a general black people, but he wanted to specify that it was talking about, which is a different black women.
They expect black women to come and fix what they messed up. That was the question. Why is that the norm? Why do people feel like black women should be the end all and be all?
And on the front and lead.
Right.
And as soon as they make headway, guess what? The white women coming in like, we got this now.
We got this now, right? Even when she first started to run, black women, was behind her, and then everybody else came in. And once the other demographics started coming in, then it caught fire. But we started it. We're like, okay, let's do this million woman phone call, black women phone call to raise money for her. Let's do this, let's do that. And then other demographics join in. Right. They always look to us for answers. And then when we give them the answers and they don't agree with it, then it's like the mad black woman stereotype trope thrown on us. Now even like other marginalized community are actually on TikTok and Facebook and all of that saying, well.
Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce, saying, never make love by the garden gate, though love is blind, the neighbor's ain't.